Today on Good Morning Maine, the Penobscot County Jail is looking for more land in order to expand jail operations. Plus, a group looking at the use of deadly force in Maine has released their annual report. And the commission investigating the Lewiston mass shooting will hear from 2 more police departments today. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith and thank you for tuning in this morning. Let's start the day off with a check of that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Old Town Redemption. We offer a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 cash drawing. Stop by with your returnables and enter for a chance to win. All right, let's get into things this morning. A few clouds are developing out there as well. A few returns on the radar, possibly some moisture up in some parts of the atmosphere, but overall, I think we're looking okay this morning with just some clouds that are currently moving through, and that will be the common idea for us today with just a few passing clouds, but a lot of sunshine nonetheless as well. We will be watching for some energy moving in from the west to the east later on, which could give us some precipitation chances before we're all finished up. So futurecast moving forward, a lot of sunshine for us today. Later on tonight, we'll be under a partly cloudy sky, maybe some areas of dense fog in a few spots that we'll watch as we head towards early Friday morning as well. Otherwise, though, the winds will be rather quiet throughout the daytime period today and even in parts of tonight as well. As we head towards your Friday, not much of an issue with the wind at all. But otherwise, though, lower 40s on the way for us today with a partly cloudy sky, the north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, we have 16 degrees and a partly cloudy sky and the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, upper 30s, mostly cloudy, and a south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, that hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, temperatures warming into the 30s and 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. A group looking at the use of deadly force in Maine is out with its annual report. Mel Meyer spent the day going through it and found many of the recommendations mirror what's been said before.
We tried to get treatment.
Renee Duarte says her son Jacob Poitras struggled with addiction, was paranoid, and heard voices. He attempted suicide multiple times.
This was a senseless death.
Officials say the 25-year-old was shot by a Presque Isle police sergeant after a high-speed chase. He died at a hospital.
They let me go in and see him, and it was an absolute nightmare.
His case is one of 9 reviewed by the state's Deadly Force Review Panel for its 4th annual report. In it, the panel, quote, urgently reiterates its call for resources for mental health services and says the contributing causes leading individuals to armed confrontations with law enforcement remain the same. Only the names change.
The vast majority of their recommendations are really to do help at the early end in the prevention stages. And that is the hardest place for legislation and funding to take place.
The panel supports increased funding for crisis receiving centers, changes to the state's yellow flag law, expanded background checks for firearm purchases, and more, which the governor recently proposed.
Let's do a better job at preventing violence to begin with and make Maine a safer state.
The group also calls for increased access to detox, therapy, psychiatric hospitalization, and more.
Mental health services is the foundation for us for safe communities.
For Renee Duarte, it would have made all the difference for her son Jacob. Do you think if he would have been able to get more support that this could have been avoided?
100%.
The panel also calls for more law enforcement reviews and changes to those processes, that along with improved funding, in part to provide more training time.
And I said it from the beginning, I feel that the police officers need more training.
Oxford County Commissioners are recommending the governor remove Sheriff Christopher Wainwright over a series of questionable decisions. Johnny Maffey was at yesterday's meeting in South Paris and has the latest on the developing story.
Oxford County Commissioners are sending a letter to Governor Janet Mills today recommending she relieve the sheriff of his duties in a 9-page complaint which is going to the governor's office. They cite unethical behavior as well as other violations, including the undisclosed sale of firearms. And this investigation right here says the sheriff exceeded his authority.
Okay, any further discussion? Seeing none, I'll call for a vote. All in favor? Okay, motion carries.
The letter states Sheriff Wainwright failed to faithfully or efficiently perform his duties. Among the concerns, unethical behavior surrounding a traffic violation, threatening phone calls, appointing uncertified officers as school resource officers, and an investigation into a trade of firearms without keeping proper records. That investigation found the sheriff exceeded his authority under state law by trading firearms from evidence with the owner of J.T. Reed gun shops. The sheriff tells CBS 13 no guns were taken from law-abiding citizens and, quote, all proceeds from the firearms went directly to the purchasing of equipment for the county, saving the taxpayers money. Sheriff Wainwright also says his actions don't, quote, merit my removal. The investigation did not find Wainwright personally benefited financially from the firearms trade, but concludes documents presented the appearance of corruption. County Attorney Amy Dietrich looks forward to working with the governor.
It's my understanding that an issue like this has not come across the governor's desk in probably more than 50 years.
And we're told the sheriff was made aware of the complaint by the county after it was sent to the governor's office.
The Blue Ribbon Commission, studying emergency medical services in the state, says more needs to be done when it comes to how services are funded in Maine. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bichard has more.
The state of EMS in Maine is that it's in trouble.
Rick Petrie is the CEO of Northeast Mobile Health. He also served on the Blue Ribbon Commission to study emergency medical services in the state, which recently released their report and recommendations to the legislature.
We have multiple instances in the state where ambulances are significantly delayed and sometimes not even responding. And it's because of staffing and preparedness, and that's what we're trying to address.
Speaker of the House Rachel Talbot Ross chaired the commission. She says in the last legislative session, the legislature allocated $31 million for Maine EMS to help establish a stabilization fund financial assistance program for EMS services at immediate risk of closing. Those funds still haven't been dispersed.
To get to a point where that money has still not been dispersed has been quite frustrating. And we need to go back and look at our rulemaking process to make sure that we are not putting any barriers in that process in order to get essential rules in place for that money to go out.
Commission members say part of the reason why the increased funding is necessary is because of something everyone in the state is facing: inflation.
We talked about cost. Cost have skyrocketed, especially since the pandemic. So just in perspective, we used to, just 7 years ago, paramedic pay was probably under $20 an hour. And now a lot of services, including ours, are starting paramedics at $30 an hour. That's a significant cost to the bottom line.
The reimbursements for ambulance transport don't meet the cost of the actual ambulance transport, and there's no reimbursement for the standby for being ready to respond.
To read the full report and recommendations, you can visit our website. At the State House, I'm Corey Bichard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Some concerning stuff right there. Well, the commission investigating the Lewiston mass shooting will hear from 2 more police departments today. The Lewiston and Lisbon police departments will testify about their response during and after the October 25th mass shooting. The meeting, announced yesterday, was not on the commission's previously released schedule. Last week, the commission heard testimony from family members of the victims, who said they had difficulty getting confirmed information from police departments. The commission also asked the legislature for subpoena power to compel testimony and documents from people and entities currently resisting. The Thursday meeting is scheduled for 1:30 p.m. at the University of Maine at Augusta. For years, county officials and members of the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office have been stressing the need for a new jail. However, progress remains at a standstill as they struggle to find land. Our Grace Blanchard has the details.
Penobscot County is trying to move forward in their years-long effort to build a new jail.
The standstill to the project is finding a piece of property. We've probably gone through 4, 5, 6 probably at least by now.
County Administrator Scott Adkins says obtaining the right property has been more difficult than they anticipated.
Properties have not, quite fit the parameters, the dynamics. We need to be conscientious of residential areas.
The county is looking for around 14 to 20 acres. They want a property that can accommodate a larger building so they can end their dependence on boarding inmates at other facilities.
The jail was not designed to hold as many inmates as it's holding.
In September, we had the opportunity to tour the facility and see firsthand how it's deteriorating. Members of the sheriff's office have been stressing the need for a new jail for over a decade due to its outdated structure and overcrowding issues.
It's dangerous for our staff. It's dangerous for the inmates. Our mission speaks directly to a safe and humane environment for all in the facility.
The county administrator says there has been pushback from the community, but the funding would be directly through voter-approved bonds. The bottom line, though, is they can't move forward until the location is found.
We are kind of in limbo with regards to moving forward at the moment, and really excited and eager to get this thing going.
In Bangor, Grace Blanchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The city of Belfast is working to obtain funding for roughly $3 million infrastructure to improve a popular roadway. Congress Street in Belfast has been described by city officials as being highly neglected. They say the absence of a sidewalk has become a safety hazard, and with no proper storm drainage, there are flooding concerns. Along the street is a 48-unit affordable housing development that the city has recently started constructing. According to the Economic Development Director, they're trying to leverage that development to secure grant funding.
We're really hopeful that we can secure this grant funding. We really want people to speak out whether they support the project or not, but hopefully most people think it's a good idea, and we'd like to hear their comments as part of the process applying for this grant.
Kittredge says their department has been discussing this project for years, and if they get the funding, they plan to create a full design of the project by late spring. The city will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, February 20th, where the community is invited to learn more about the project and share their thoughts. More information can be found on our website, foxbangor.com. All right, the time now is 6:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the Super Bowl was held on the EMCC campus yesterday. Not what you think it is, though. It's intended to keep students well fed during these cold months. We'll have the story, but before we go, let's take another quick look at that forecast. Partly cloudy today, high of 40 degrees, probably more sun than there were clouds. That's how it turned out yesterday. It was a beautiful day, all sorts of melt yesterday too. It's probably frozen overnight though, because tonight it'll be another chilly night with a low around 16 degrees. Another beautiful day tomorrow though, mostly cloudy though, high of 38. We'll be right back.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Brandywine Graphics, Coastal Auto Parts, Complete Tire Service, Disconnected Tattoo and Art Company, Osborne's Plumbing and Heating, and Whitney's Family Supermarket.
Hi, I'm Angelina Mucci.
And I'm Andy Mucci of Family Fun Bowling Center.
When we want to know the weather, we go to foxbangor.com.
Celebrating our 50th anniversary year, Family Fun Bowling Center has 20 lanes of 10-pin bowling at its best.
Scudic and Bloom, a full-service, custom-designed florist, Main Street in Winter Harbor.
We can deliver one-of-a-kind, full-color flower arrangements
by custom floral designer me, Pam.
Delivering to Ellsworth and surrounding areas for any occasion.
Please visit scudicandbloom.com or call 844-SCUDIC.
Name a way a woman likes her men and her cheese.
Full of adventure.
Family Feud. Stop all this adventure.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC7.
Well, of course you're doing well. You're here on Wheel of Fortune.
Let's go win some money.
These contestants are going places.
Scandinavia.
They're moving and shaking and getting it done here on Wheel.
You could try to make it look a little harder.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC7.
The Super Bowl was in Bangor yesterday, but it's not what it sounds like. The Eastern Maine Community College Food Pantry hosted its first Super Bowl food drive of the year. That's spelled S-O-U-P-E-R. The food items donated benefit students, faculty, and staff of EMCC. Their mission is to ensure no student on campus faces food insecurity.
So the need is great. Students report that they're able to focus on their studies and get better grades when they're not suffering from hunger.
Organizers say in the last year, they gave away roughly 22,000 pounds of food. The pantry is located directly on campus, but they also offer delivery. Although the event may be over, anyone in the community can still donate to the pantry. More information is available on our website, foxbangor.com. A Maine-based program is supporting farmers through its online marketplace. Our Matthew Duronsek has the story.
Back in 2011, Hannah Semler and Kellen Wellborn wanted to find a way to help farmers in Hancock County area. That idea led them to create Farm Drop L3C, a year-round online farmers market. The marketplace provides customers with the freshest food while giving farmers the ability to sell products at the price point of their choice.
Supporting them, just like supporting your local, John Edwards, or supporting the library with a donation is part of what keeps the fabric of community together.
Those part of this program drive their sold products to Farm Drop's Blue Hill location, where volunteers organize where the products will be going. Once the food's packed, it's brought to one of the organization's market hubs, where customers pick up their orders in person. Ellsworth Public Library is the latest market hub, and staff members say they're grateful to be part of this program.
I think it's a really great way to provide the community with local, fresh food, connecting them with the small businesses, small farmers.
Farmers agree, saying that this program helps benefit them.
Farm Drop was really important for us to get our food to our local customers. It's been a wonderful service, and our business has grown thanks to Farm Drop.
Customers we spoke to say when it comes to buying local food from Farm Drop, it's worth every penny.
The food is far superior. It's fresh, it's safe, and it tastes fabulous.
In Ellsworth, Matthew Duronsek, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Established in 2004, Ian's Playground in Bucksport has brought families together from across the community. But in recent years, parts of the playground have begun to break down. Now an 11-person group, aptly named the Playground Committee, will have their first meeting on Monday with the goal of revitalization. In addition to repairing broken pieces of the playground, the committee is considering repainting the parking lot, installing new lights, cameras, restrooms, and much more. Since the playground is an important part of Bucksport's community, one committee chair member says they hope Monday's meeting has a high turnout.
Whether there's a high school baseball game going on the adjacent field, or there are kids out using the skate park, it's a great place for children between the ages of 5 to 12 from all over town and from away.
The public meeting will take place on Monday, February 11th at the Bucksport Town Office. It starts at 6 p.m. Sounds like they want some support. And there's so few things that are free that parents can take their kids to these days, and playgrounds are one of those, so that's pretty important. Well, moving on now. Prior to the new year, Penquist purchased property in the town of Bucksport to build affordable housing. That project, along with others also in the works, will mean more than 150 new and much-needed housing units for a community that officials say is growing. Our Doug Banks has the details.
In the town of Bucksport, multiple housing projects have been approved to start in the fall of 2024.
It's going to be a big project. It's going to be a big boost to our housing need in the town.
Vacant for 10 years, 27 Main Street will have 4 higher-end townhouses and 2 commercial buildings. A 12-lot subdivision will be built off of Bucks Mills Road and a half-mile away from downtown. Penquist purchased the existing Knoxview apartments and the property beyond it.
We've got a lot of projects that are approved and just waiting for the weather to break, and for Penquist to get their engineering and all their work they need, which they believe they should have everything ready to roll in the fall.
Construction will extend Seminary Drive into a cul-de-sac, with a total of 138 units for seniors 55 and older and workforce Mainers. The chorus of construction noise will be music to the ears of town officials, who say there is a need for affordable housing.
There's a shortage. I get calls frequently from folks looking for 2-bedroom. We want to stay in the school district, but we need a new place to live.
In recent years, Bucksport has seen a resurgence since Verso Paper Mill closed a decade ago. The last census showed an increase in both the town's population and students attending the RSU 25 school district.
Even in the face of adversity with the closure of the mill, that's a great sign of prosperity. It's not yachts, it's not mansions, it's people and people who can contribute to the community and the fabric of the being.
In Bucksport, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, the time now is 6:20. After the break, a local podcaster is working in conjunction with a police department to try and solve a 40-year-old cold case, and she needs the public's help. Plus, all eyes are on the Supreme Court today as history unfolds, as they try to they decide if former President Donald Trump will be on the ballot. These stories and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
In times like these, saving money matters more than ever. Lydia saved her family $450 by switching to AAA auto insurance. And Frank switched and saved over $350. Just like you need to take care of your family, we consider you a part of ours. AAA is here to help you with your auto, home, and life insurance needs. Call 844-AAA Insurance or visit AAA.com for an auto insurance quote today. AAA, we're always with you.
I got hurt by a big truck. Why did I call the twos? Because life-changing injuries deserve life-changing money, and I'll fight to get it for you. We got a client who broke multiple bones in a commercial vehicle accident, $700,000. Another client had a brain injury, and we got them $1.15 million. If you get hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a big truck? Call the twos. We win for you.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. The Kittery Police Department has recently released new information in a 40-year-old cold case with the help of a Maine podcaster. Our David Ledford has the story.
Reeves Johnson went missing in 1983 at the age of 31. In the weeks following his disappearance, police say his bank account was drained and his home in Kittery emptied of valuables. But after that, the case went cold and stayed that way until 2021, when Kittery police teamed up with Newport-based podcast team Murder, She Told to put together an episode on Reeves and release a bulk of the case file to the public.
I'm Kristen Seavey. This is Murder, She Told.
But the collaboration didn't stop there. Since then, the groups have been working together closely, with the podcast team helping to uncover new details in the case.
It kind of evolved into a very collaborative relationship.
The case file was very thin when I got it. Their research has been invaluable to us.
Just this month, police say the team discovered Reeves may have worked at the Borderline restaurant in 1981, and that he had a connection to a woman named Cheryl.
The other information was found in a letter, and we found a letter from Reeves to his father, and it talked about Cheryl, so we believe that Cheryl was his girlfriend.
Police are hoping to speak to anyone who may have worked at the Borderline, which sat on Route 1 across from the Kittery Trading Post, or anyone who may have known Cheryl, who the team believes would be between the ages of 65 and 80 today.
If there's anybody that even has a shred of information that they think is relevant, I'll take it.
He still has two siblings who love him very much and miss him very much and just want to know what happened.
A $6,000 reward is being offered for information that leads to the recovery or whereabouts of Reeves Johnson. Anyone with information can contact the Kittery Police Department at 207-439-1638. In Newport, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And this is part of the family's case file.
All right. I mean, I interviewed Kristen Seavey about a year and a half ago about her podcast, and she does a lot of hard work for the Reeves Johnson case and so many other cold cases in Maine and the surrounding community, just to shed light on, how people often forget of these awful cold cases and these stories. So I think it's good if folks give her a listen, and if anybody has any information about this, definitely reach out either to us or her. You can get in contact to either of us at foxbangor.com. Okay, the time now is 6:24. Let's get a full look at that forecast with meteorologist Evan Biggs.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Old Town Redemption. We offer a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 cash drawing. Stop by with your returnables and enter for a chance to win. Alrighty, wave heights after this morning are not too bad. We have no advisories in effect along the coast. 3 to 4 foot wave heights are being observed after this morning, but anywhere you see the darker blue indicating some quieter surf as you do move forward. Otherwise, so just a few clouds passing through this morning. You might have some moisture up in some parts of the atmosphere as well, but overall though, we will stay quiet out there for us today, filled with a lot of sunshine and maybe a few passing clouds in some spots. Bigger picture though, high pressure right nearby keeping us pretty quiet. We have more clouds moving in from the west to the east with another system across some parts of the country that's bringing some rainfall to other parts of the Midwest, at least at this time. So future casts moving forward though, a lot of sunshine will be seen for us today, maybe a few passing clouds from time to time. We'll have some clouds, maybe some areas of dense fog on the way later on tonight as well. As we head towards your Friday, the clouds begin to move in. It tries to get some snow going. I'm holding off on that for now. I think we'll stay dry throughout the day on Friday with a mostly cloudy sky. And once we head towards Friday night, though, maybe some precipitation in the northern parts of the state. But for us, just clouds, and that's about it. I haven't seen a map like this in a while. The winds will be rather quiet today. Maybe a quick gust up to 10 miles per hour along the coast. And it looks to be about it through today and even into parts of tonight. But as we head towards tomorrow, though, maybe some more gusty winds reaching up to 15 miles per hour further off towards the north. And overall, though, temperatures have been running well above average over the last several days. So overall in the 30s, which is about 7 or so degrees above normal, as our average high temperature is 29 degrees, lower 40s for us today, upper 30s as we head towards your Friday, upper 40s Saturday, maybe some lower 50s for a few of you, middle 40s Sunday. We're back in the lower 40s for your Monday, and 30s return Tuesday, and 20s as we head towards your Wednesday. So for today, lower 40s, partly cloudy, with a north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. By tonight, here we go, 16 degrees and a partly cloudy sky, wind overall looking nice and calm. Tomorrow, upper 30s, mostly cloudy, and a south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Old Town Redemption. Will be mostly cloudy on Saturday with highs in the upper 40s, maybe lower 50s for a few of you. Some morning rain and snow showers possible Sunday, otherwise mostly cloudy, highs in the mid 40s, lower 40s for your Monday with a partly cloudy sky.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
Gun Sports and Brewer knows that for fun, exercise, and meeting new friends, nothing is better than ice skating. Whether it's sailing down the ice, making a great pass, and scoring in a game of hockey, or the grace, strength, and expression of figure skating. From the youngest child all the way to adulthood, anyone can enjoy the fun of skating. At Gun Sports, we supply the equipment for your skating fun for great prices, the proper fit, and service after the sale. Shop your locally owned Gun Sports Shop, Greenpoint Road in Brewer.
Let your creativity run free at the Creative Arts Center, where we offer fun and affordable activities for all ages. Birthday parties, pottery wheel classes, painting lessons, or just for the fun of it. Get fired up for glazing projects as well as acrylics. We offer a wide selection of ceramic products for you to choose from, and we have thousands of pieces ready to paint. We are a Paragon kiln dealer and a Laguna Clay distributor. Stop by the Creative Arts Center today, located just off the Joshua Chamberlain Bridge in Brewer. The Creative Arts Center, where your only limitation is your imagination.
R&K Variety is more than just a convenience store. With delicious homemade food made fresh daily, we offer hearty meals that don't break the bank. Whether it be our delicious chicken pot pie, one of our many savory soups, or a pizza, you can't go wrong at R&K Variety. Looking for a drink after a long workday? R&K Variety is an agency liquor store with an impressive selection. R&K Variety, more than just a convenience store. We're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. This case has no real precedent in U.S. history. It's a decision that could effectively remove former President Trump off the 2024 ballot. With all eyes on the Supreme Court, they'll hear arguments today about Colorado's decision to remove Trump off of the ballot under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. ABC's Ike Ajachi has the story.
This morning, history unfolding at the Supreme Court. Justices will hear oral arguments over whether former President Trump can be kicked off the ballot in Colorado.
For Trump, most obviously, is the question of whether or not he could be removed from the ballot, not just in Colorado, but in other states.
Colorado took Trump off the ballot in December, claiming he engaged in insurrection against the United States on January 6th, violating Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, a civil wartime amendment meant to keep insurrectionists out of government. The exact wording of the amendment will be under scrutiny today, because it does not specifically mention the president, only officers of the government. Despite not being convicted for his alleged role in the January 6th riot, Colorado is expected to argue that since Trump participated, he can't be on the ballot.
Therefore, Donald Trump is ineligible to be president of the United States, the same as if he were only 34 years old or not a natural-born citizen, that this is a constitutional qualification, and so he can't appear on the ballot.
Experts believe the High Court will ultimately not grant states the ability to decide who gets to be on their ballots.
They could just say, look, it's up to Congress and not up to us, the Supreme Court, but that itself will be a decision, meaning Colorado can't remove him from the ballot if it's up to Congress.
Oral arguments today could last up to 3 hours. The justices are expected to issue a decision before Colorado's primary on March 5th. Ike Ajachi, ABC News, Washington.
At least 26 people are dead after a pair of bombings at an election office in Pakistan on Wednesday. The first bombing took place at an independent candidate's office in southwest Pakistan, killing at least 14 people and wounding more than a dozen. The second attack happened later in the day at the elections office of politician Fazlur Rahman, where at least 10 people were killed. These attacks come a day before the parliamentary elections are supposed to be held. It's not clear at this time who are behind the attacks. A tragic story out of Georgia. A grieving couple is suing a hospital, their doctor and medical staff, after they say their child was decapitated at birth. The hospital, however, is accusing the couple's attorneys of making, quote, salaciously false public statements. Fox News correspondent Bill Malugin has the story.
We just want justice for our son.
An emotional day for Jessica Ross and Travion Taylor.
They ain't let us touch them.
The grieving parents are suing Southern Regional Medical Center and OBGYN doctor Tracy St. Julian for negligence. They allege the hospital told them their baby died in utero before delivery. But this week, the Clayton County Medical Examiner disagreed.
They came and determined independently that the cause of death was trauma to the neck. The neck was broken and the baby died.
The ME officially ruling the death a homicide.
We actually consulted with a medical examiner. We've actually consulted with several people before we come up with, determine what the cause and manner of death was going to be.
The lawsuit accuses the doctor of failing to seek help when the baby got stuck in delivery. Instead, excessive force was used, breaking the child's neck, an injury the parents learned about 3 days later from a funeral home.
Every aspect of the evidence that shows what happened is traumatizing. It's something I've never seen in my life.
The hospital is also accused of trying to cover up the death, as the parents were never allowed to hold their child, only allowed to observe him through a glass window. Medical staff allegedly also discouraged an autopsy and pushed for the parents to cremate the body. And as for the hospital, they allege trauma to the baby's neck happened after death, while trying to deliver the baby by cesarean. The case is now being investigated by police. Bill Malugin, Fox News.
An absolute nightmare. Okay, coming up on the second half of the newscast, Newport just got another dining option. We'll hear about the new hibachi restaurant set to open soon. This and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
The clock is ticking. Urgent search
for those 5 people on board the missing submersible.
Carrying tourists to the wreckage of the Titanic.
Was there any warning before the submersible imploded?
Fatal dive to the Titanic tonight on ABC.
Hello, fellow flyers.
I'm the Savvy Traveler, here to share the secrets of convenience at Bangor International Airport. Parking, you're steps away from the terminal. Inside, even more conveniences. And friendly, efficient security. All of these make BGR the official airport of you. Remember, the Savvy Travel through Bangor International Airport. FlyBangor.com.
Hello, this is George Whelan with Down East Direct Cremation. Now, anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, from the comfort of your desktop or the convenience of your mobile device, you can summon transport and arrange a simple, affordable, respectful Down East Direct Cremation for your deceased loved one. Just by using the button exclusively at downeastdirectcremation.com. All you need is the location address of the person who has died, their vital statistics information, a valid credit card for payment, and that's it. No need to pick up the telephone, no need to answer a bunch of questions, no need to come into the store, and it's still just $9.75 complete. It's so easy, even I can do it. For more information, visit us at downeastdirectcremation.com or call us at 207-225-5332. Simple, affordable, respectful. The button, only at downeastdirectcremation.com.
When Rowell's Garage in Dover Foxcroft wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith, and today is Thursday, February 8th, 2024, and today is Fat Thursday. In the Christian tradition, Fat Thursday takes place on the Thursday before Ash Wednesday, right before the 40-day period of Lent. This means that now is a time to indulge within the tradition. So, if that's part of what you partake in, have a donut or, treat yourself today. Okay, now for some history on this day. In 1587, Mary, Queen of Scots, was beheaded at the age of 44 after being convicted of plotting to assassinate Elizabeth I. In 1855, a pair of hoof-like markings mysteriously appeared for over 60 kilometers after a snowfall in southern Devon, England. The circumstance has become known as the Mystery of the Devil's Footprints in Devon. I had to Google this one this morning. I hadn't heard of that. That definitely piqued my interest. In 1855, the Smithsonian Institution building on the Mall in Washington, D.C. first opened to the public. This is on my travel destinations for this year. Hopefully this year, fingers crossed. I believe, isn't it all museums in Washington, D.C. are free? I think they are. I'll have to double check on that. In 1865, the first black major in the U.S. Army was appointed. This was during the Civil War, of course, and his name was Martin Robison Delaney. In 1910, the Boy Scouts of America was incorporated, and in 1968, the Orangeburg Massacre took place, in which highway patrol officers killed 3 students and injured 27 others who were demonstrating at South Carolina State University. This has been recorded as the first student killing by law enforcement in the United States. And in 1976, the American film classic Taxi Driver, directed by Martin Scorsese, had its world premiere. This drama has been known for the performance of Robert De Niro as a mentally unstable Vietnam War veteran. And in 1994, Jack Nicholson used a golf club to attack a car in a road rage episode. And I found this pretty ironic. Years later, of course, he would play a therapist who counseled Adam Sandler in the comedy Anger Management. I wonder if that had anything to do with that. For birthdays today, we have actress and comedian Mary Steenburgen. She is 71 today. Actor Creed Bratton, known for his role with the same name in the show The Office, is 81 today. He was just supposed to kind of be a background character in The Office, but I guess he was so loved that they wanted him to be consistent, which I love because he's one of my favorite characters. He always makes me laugh in that show. And musician, oh my gosh, I spelled his name wrong. Vine Neal? Oh my gosh, did I spell his name wrong? He's known for being the lead vocalist for Motley Crue, is 63 today. I'm having a slow brain day. Vince Neil, I'm so sorry. I missed the C. And obviously I'm not as big as I should be on Motley Crue. so I wouldn't know. We'll get that fixed for the next hour. That's my bad. Vine, Neil. I've never heard a man named Vine. Vince, however, yeah, sure. Okay, now it's time to turn it over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Old Town Redemption. We offer a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 cash drawing. Stop by with your returnables and enter for a chance to win. All right, let's get into things this morning. A few clouds are developing out there as well. A few returns on the radar, possibly some moisture up in some parts of the atmosphere, but overall, I think we're looking okay this morning with just some clouds that are currently moving through, and that will be the common idea for us today with just a few passing clouds, but a lot of sunshine nonetheless as well. We will be watching for some energy moving in from the west to the east later on, which could give us some precipitation chances before we're all finished up. So futurecast moving forward, a lot of sunshine for us today. Later on tonight, we'll be under a partly cloudy sky, maybe some areas of dense fog in a few spots that we'll watch as we head towards early Friday morning as well. Otherwise, though, the winds will be rather quiet throughout the daytime period today and even in parts of tonight as well. As we head towards your Friday, not much of an issue with the wind at all. But otherwise, though, lower 40s on the way for us today with a partly cloudy sky, the north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, we have 16 degrees and a partly cloudy sky, and the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, upper 30s, mostly cloudy, and a south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, that hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, temperatures warming into the 30s and 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
All right, and our production assistant Caleb did Google it for me. All of these Smithsonian museums in DC are free of entry, so that's cool. I'm gonna have to remember that. Okay, moving right along now, a new hibachi restaurant will soon be opening in Newport. Crazy Sumo 2 is a Japanese hibachi steakhouse featuring traditional Japanese cuisine, including a variety of sushi rolls made with local seafood. The restaurant is inspired by the original Crazy Sumo in Ellsworth, where the owner used to work.
It's original Japanese, food with a little fusion. Everybody wants to have Japanese food. They have to go to Bangor or Waterville, but right now they don't have to. They can just come to my place. And also we are going to sell boba too.
The restaurant is in the final stages of its remodel and is expected to open later this month on 6 Main Street in Newport. Very exciting. I always love a new restaurant option. Love to hear it. Okay, right after the break, Ryan Sudol will have our sports segment. We'll be right back.
Orono is more than just a college town. It's an affordable destination. Welcome to the Orono Arcade, where we have both modern and retro games. And for a new experience, check out our 9-hole blacklight mini golf course. Budget-friendly, fun for the whole family, with 13 restaurants within walking distance. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Orono Arcade.
It's so important to me to work at a place that I believe in.
I love having that one-on-one with our members.
You come to a credit union to work because you actually like helping people.
You get to be a part of really life-changing moments.
We get to guide them through the process and having their dream come true.
It's work that I can really believe in.
Builds a really rewarding professional career.
You can honestly make a difference in people's lives. And that's why I like Credit Unions.
It's just a wonderful place to work.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
Local news weeknights at 6 with Beth Jones and Peter Dubois on ABC 7.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start on the baseball diamond. I know that's weird to say for early February, but Maine baseball was back on Mahaney Diamond for the first time this year. They open up their season next Friday, ready to defend their America East title. Tyler Cruz has more.
It's been fun. We're having a good time. We're happy to be back out here.
Well, the snow is off of Mahaney Diamond, at least for now, so that means it's baseball season here in Orono.
It's been a minute. I think it's been since October since we've been out here. So, you see it's snow out here and everything. We've been out here shoveling. We had to move the turtle through the snow.
This might be the earliest in the history of the program. I can't imagine anyone's been outside in, we were early February technically.
It's been a pretty good last couple of seasons for Maine. They're coming off of 2 regular season championships and an America East title last season. So I asked the guys, do you feel any pressure to succeed heading into this year?
I mean, if we do, I think we just all get back to like an even kill mindset, knowing that we can win the conference again if we play our game and stay away from mental mistakes. So I think we'll be fine. But right now, I wouldn't say there's really any pressure. I would say more excitement, because I think we know we have the team to do it again.
No, I wouldn't say pressure. I mean, we know what we're capable of, and we just got to stick to it and stick to our goals, and everything will fall into place if we do what we're good at.
No pressure. I mean, our goal is to win every year. So the goals haven't changed, the expectations haven't changed. This is, last year, the year before, actually have no bearing on what happens this year.
It's clear what the goal is for Maine baseball. There's a sign that says dogpile or bust right outside of the clubhouse, but they know they won't reach that goal by living in the future.
All that stuff is very far down the road. We got to worry about today's practice first, take care of the baseball, and then we can, move our focus in tomorrow.
Hard not to see the dog pile or bust poster as soon as you kind of walk in. After getting a taste of what that feels like, do you think these guys are hungry for more?
I hope so. Otherwise, they don't have a pulse, right? So, we're out there to win.
In Orono, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7 Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you very much for that, Tyler. Now let's go to some hockey. Maine hockey looking to improve on a 17-5-1 season so far as they welcome a big Hockey East opponent to the Alpha on this weekend. The Black Bears welcoming 10th-ranked Providence Friday and Saturday. It's been one heck of a third season at the helm for head coach Ben Barr. Maine made a statement last year in the second half of the year. This year, they have been one of the top teams in the nation since the start of the year. One of the things that's been key for them is their depth, and with so much talent and only 60 minutes of ice time to give out, it really creates what Barr calls a game environment at practice, and that's huge come game day.
They compete hard, and that's, as a coach, you want that. You want it to be clean and competitive, but you want to create that game environment in practice the best you can. And these guys do a good job of holding each other to that every day. And when it's time to compete, we compete.
I think we emphasize it sometimes, in the intermission of games, that we go so hard at each other out here. Why don't we do it to the other team type of thing. That's just the energy and the core that we've created. It's just it's a staple for us that we give it all we got every practice.
Okay, now let's stay on the ice. Girls hockey playoffs underway this week. Let's go to the Class A quarterfinals, a matchup going down in Brewer. Seventh-ranked Red Hornets from Edward Little Levitt and Poland taking on the Penobscot Pioneers. First period here, no score. Look at Brewer's Paige Oakes taking it the length of the ice, going behind the net and scoring with the wraparound backhand. 1-0 Pioneers. Same score now. It's Jordan Williams over to Anna Malloy. She fires that and makes it 2-0 Pioneers early on. But the Red Hornets answered. Kylie Spugnardi going to cross it over to Helena Moon, and she's going to cut the Pios lead in half. But their offense was clicking all night. This time for the Pios, it's Delaney Carr getting it from Williams, and she's going to score here stick side. Pioneers win it 12-3, and they head to the regional semis. Let's close out with some high school basketball. Ellsworth Boys Hoops looking to close their regular season on a 5-game win streak Wednesday as they visited the Trojans from MDI. Eagles still a chance at getting the 1 seed in B North. Trojans looking to improve their preliminary seeding. First quarter, MDI's Joey Wellman-Klaus into Jamison Weir. He goes baseline. Nice head fake there as he gets the lay-in to go. Later on, Ellsworth's Chance Mercier rockets a two-handed jump pass cross-court to Hollis Grindle. He pulls up from 3 and swishes it. Final minute of the first now. MDI Spencer Lorendo kicks it to Jaron Bikert. He fakes the pass and drills the corner 3. Trojans up 3 after 1. Second quarter now. Ellsworth's Kyle Kenny passes to Dawson Curtis. His 3 from the top of the key goes down. Eagles down 1 at the half, but a hot second half gives them a 76-58 win. And now for some other scores from the area. Class B boys 57-48, Caribou over Presque Isle. Class C girls, PVHS defeats Matt Nawcook 34-29. Class C boys, Bucksport 80-58 over GSA. And in Class B boys, Old Town 56-31 over Holton. Okay, that's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Maine QuitLink offers free help to stop smoking and vaping, including personalized quit plans and free patches, gum, and/or lozenges with every program. Get connected to a quit coach, trained to develop a plan that works for you. Learn how to curb cravings and overcome slips and relapses. It's free, it works, and people who enroll are 2 times more likely to successfully quit. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or enroll online at mainequitlink.com.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Hi, Todd from Dorsey Furniture here with a great financing offer on beautiful new furniture. The new introductions are here. New sofas and sectionals from Flex Steel, a new cherry bedroom by Ben and Aaron, as well as a new collection of living rooms by Leather Italia. During the month of February, qualified buyers can enjoy new furniture and take 24 months to pay at 0% interest. On sale pricing plus 24-month interest-free financing makes right now a great time to transform your home. Live well, my friend.
A lot more Americans are seeing a lot of red. Fox Business Network's David Asman has this story and more in Fox Means Business.
Stocks roaring back into record territory. The Dow and S&P 500 closing at all-time highs on Wednesday. The Nasdaq finished higher as well. Well, investing is paying off for a lot of Americans who have retirement accounts. Bank of America says the average 401k balance jumped 15% in 2023 to just over $86,000. And the company also notes a growing number of these account holders increased their contribution rates last quarter. Nearly 1 in 5 put more money in. While many Americans were investing more, a lot were also going deeper in the red. And a new report by WalletHub says Delaware is the state where consumers added the most debt last quarter compared to the previous 3 months. Alaska and Florida ranked second and third on that list. And finally, with Valentine's Day a week away, a survey by the company Haichu says Americans 42 years old or younger are willing to spend an average of $114 going out on a date to celebrate this year. That's business. I'm David Asman.
All right, now here's meteorologist Evan Biggs with a full look at that forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Old Town Redemption. We offer a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 cash drawing. Stop by with your returnables and enter for a chance to win. Alrighty, wave heights after this morning are not too bad. We have no advisories in effect along the coast. 3 to 4 foot wave heights are being observed after this morning, but anywhere you see the darker blue indicating some quieter surf as you do move forward. Otherwise, so just a few clouds passing through this morning. You might have some moisture up in some parts of the atmosphere as well, but overall though, we will stay quiet out there for us today, filled with a lot of sunshine and maybe a few passing clouds in some spots. Bigger picture though, high pressure right nearby keeping us pretty quiet. We have more clouds moving in from the west to the east with another system across some parts of the country that's bringing some rainfall to other parts of the Midwest, at least at this time. So future casts moving forward though, a lot of sunshine will be seen for us today, maybe a few passing clouds from time to time. We'll have some clouds, maybe some areas of dense fog on the way later on tonight as well. As we head towards your Friday, the clouds begin to move in. It tries to get some snow going. I'm holding off on that for now. I think we'll stay dry throughout the day on Friday with a mostly cloudy sky. And once we head towards Friday night, though, maybe some precipitation in the northern parts of the state. But for us, just clouds, and that's about it. I haven't seen a map like this in a while. The winds will be rather quiet today. Maybe a quick gust up to 10 miles per hour along the coast. And it looks to be about it through today and even into parts of tonight. But as we head towards tomorrow, though, maybe some more gusty winds reaching up to 15 miles per hour further off towards the north. And overall, though, temperatures have been running well above average over the last several days. So overall in the 30s, which is about 7 or so degrees above normal, as our average high temperature is 29 degrees. Lower 40s for us today, upper 30s as we head towards your Friday, upper 40s Saturday, maybe some lower 50s for a few of you. Middle 40s Sunday. We're back in the lower 40s for your Monday, and 30s return Tuesday, and 20s as we head towards your Wednesday. So for today, lower 40s, partly cloudy, with a north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. By tonight, here we go, 16 degrees and a partly cloudy sky, wind overall looking nice and calm. Tomorrow, upper 30s, mostly cloudy, and a south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's looking at extended forecast brought to you by Old Town Redemption. Will be mostly cloudy on Saturday with highs in the upper 40s, maybe lower 50s for a few of you. Some morning rain and snow showers possible Sunday, otherwise mostly cloudy, highs in the mid 40s, lower 40s for your Monday with a partly cloudy sky.
So, what did we learn today? That Spectrum One gives people everything that they need at a great price. And what are those things?
Super fast internet.
Comes with it, yes.
A line of unlimited mobile.
Now we're cooking, yes, comes with it.
Free advanced Wi-Fi.
Also comes with it. What else do people want, guys?
A sense of purpose and direction in life.
It does come with state-of-the-art security features, which is kind of like the same thing.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month with free advanced Wi-Fi and a free line of unlimited mobile for 12 months. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Hanks Husqvarna is your full-line Husqvarna dealer with 2 convenient locations, 32 Old State Road in Carmel and 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport. Whether it's tractors and zero turns, chainsaws to trimmers, or pressure washers to snow blowers, everything is set up, serviced, and ready to go by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or sales, stop in to Hanks Husqvarna, Carmel or Newport.
Hello, fellow flyers. I'm the Savvy Traveler, here to share the secrets of convenience at Bangor International Airport. Parking, you're steps away from the terminal. Inside, even more conveniences. And friendly, efficient security. All of these make BGR the official airport of you. Remember, the savvy travel through Bangor International Airport. Flybangor.com.
Harris Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo.
Special Agent Will Trent, GBI. What can I do for you? Boom, boom, boom. I have reason to believe someone's trying to kill you. Faith, we found a bomb. You got 6 minutes to clear the building.
Coca-Cola introducing a brand new flavor. The new Coca-Cola Spiced, offering as Coke competes with seltzer and other flavored drinks in the market in recent years. The company says it's a mix of traditional Coke with raspberry and spiced flavors. The 137-year-old soda company has competitors like Olipop and Poppy that are creating punchier and bolder flavors. This is their first new permanent flavor in years. It hits store shelves starting February 19th. All right, we're about out of time. Good Morning America is next on ABC 7. If you missed anything, head to foxbangor.com, and you can stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That's next.
Comfy, cozy, relaxed.